All right. So, decided to keep going with the Way of Edan series. It was on my TBR since doing the first book a couple months ago now. And so I did Prophet of Edan, just the start of it. I've only done the first 80 pages, I think, or 77 pages, I think it was. Um, and I want to say this about it. Now, I liked the first book. I've had the chance to talk to Philip, so I really like him. Fun to talk to. Have loved his takes for Malazan and stuff like that, um, and the first book was good. I liked a lot of the characters, especially by the end. It was, they finally kind of hooked me. And I think it has this funny sort of in between in this series between kind of familiar classic fantasy and something different, and sometimes it can be brutal. You know, this book shows, it starts with blood and fire, bites, and there's a specific bite that's like made me didn't like that. Anyway, uh, really cool. Now, there is in the first book, they're kind of just getting, it's a little bit of a prologue, I think, to kind of the main events here. Everything feels a lot bigger right away. We have people in these groups instead of in these, we had uh, Day Raven and Imhar. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they were on their way doing other stuff, and now they're kind of settled in with this. Anyway, I don't want to give stuff away if you haven't read it, but people are more settled in, even though things aren't great. This, you can tell that this is, there's wars, there's war going on, and it's really at the forefront right away. So far, it's really begun with a bang. Um, I really like. I'm intrigued by the whole magic system. I like how he has done the idea of like holy wars and like zealots, as well as tackling like exile and also being careful maybe who you listen to, something that it's not exclusive to fantasy but often is a part of that, people trying to take advantage of you if you have something that they could maybe use for um, their, so they could profit from it or whatever. We get two new POVs by early in this book. I don't think this first one, there's a king. I don't think we had a POV of his in the first book, but he was in the first book. Um, but we do get this other POV of this guy, and I'm right in the middle of the chapter. But man, it was one of the most visually interesting uh, uh, entries to one of these characters as he is watching something going down from this hill. And as far as I can tell, we haven't really been in this region of the world, and it feels super different than anything we have gotten so far. Feels way different. So I haven't gotten to. I've only gotten to see his perspective, which is like from a distance. But it's very compelling, and it's going to be good to get some new things. I think um, often the second books feel either like they're just kind of filler, um, getting to like the main stuff from the third book. But sometimes it feels like the main event. And book one felt like it was heading towards kind of some more main things, and it, they take some diversions and stuff, but it seems like hopefully we will get to where we thought they were going to get to with book one. So I am looking forward to it, and I imagine I'll read it fairly quickly here, but I might have a few books going. I kind of liked reading it about 100 pages a week last time, but this one will be a little quick because I just read 75 pages yesterday. So talk to you soon.